Hello and welcome to my channel. I've got another one in the quest vlog for you today, and I am still here in Argentina, Elbasan, and it's a really dreary day, but doesn't stop me from having this beautiful view. So I figured, hey, I got some more time. Let me make another video. I wish I could do some more of the high production quality things, man. Like, I'm not saying I'm perfect, but you know, I like being able to get in and edit the videos and add some like pictures and things here and there. But that's okay. This is the next best thing, because today I'm talking about Flesh and Blood, and the Pro Tour starts today, at least the keynote, and I'm very excited for the keynote, and I've got some predictions. I'm just gonna let the keynote be completely surprising. I think we're gonna get hit with a bunch of amazing reveals for like new pirate cards, new mechanologist cards, ranger cards. So I hope you have invested in the ranger cards, the ranger and blue cards that you're really needing, like Call of the Grave and everything. Anyway, the top thing I want to talk about is what I think is going to happen in the top 8 of the calling of Pro Tour. But I think the Battle Hardened Living Legend. So I won't talk too much about that. And maybe are we going to get some ban lists? So first things first, I think that the very easy thing to say is that our top 8s in both the calling and Pro Tour are going to have at least 4 MST heroes, maybe 3. But it's most likely going to be something like 2 Enigmas and 2 News, maybe a Zen. At least let's focus on the top 8 of Pro Tour. We're going to have 3 MST heroes, 3 Auroras, as well as an Earth hero, and I think Kano's going to show up. So I think that there's a chance that Kano might actually be the dark horse to come in and snatch away those 100 LL points, and boy, am I excited for more LL points to be distributed. There's 150 this weekend. Anyway, I think that you're going to end up with the finals where it's going to be Aurora versus Enigma, and Aurora's going to end up taking it. Now, we have this interesting thing happening here, where since there's 100 LL points available for the Pro Tour, between Aurora, New, and Enigma, whoever ends up winning Pro Tour is definitely LLing in this next ProQuest season. I think we're going to end up seeing 2 heroes LL this ProQuest season. We're going to probably see Enigma and probably Aurora if she wins. So if Aurora wins, she's definitely LLing in the ProQuest season. She's gained 300 LL points so far in the HNT season. She'll gain at least 150 to 200 more in the ProQuest season. If she is at 685 LL points, high chance she leaves the meta if she wins Pro Tour. If Enigma wins Pro Tour, she is definitely leaving the meta by the end of ProQuest season. So we see some really interesting things happening with the Pro Tour winner. If New wins, there's a high chance and high likelihood that she leaves. If none of them win, I don't think any of them are leaving by the end of ProQuest season, and that's a really hard take to have. But ultimately, and I would hope that the person who would win at that point is Kano, because as much as I love Kano, I do think that Flesh and Blood players have a hard time with him. I personally do. I don't like the idea of a hero killing me on my turn from such a high life total. Shout out to Braxton and my locals. He is a Kano, loves Kano so much, and I have to prep for Kano to almost every event he goes to. So I would really love for Kano to get those 100 LL points so that we can see him go off. Hey, can we start a campaign where everybody just decides to play Kano week 1 of ProQuest season so he can just get 150 LL points and just leave? And then Legend Story Studios can now experiment more with Wizard. I'm getting a little bit off the topic, but you get my point. I mean, a lot of us. If you don't like Kano, please give this video a like. Comment about Kano, your biggest problems with Kano. Please throw it out there. Give my friend Braxton just a little bit of extra hate. It's okay, man. We love you. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. I do think we also have the calling, right? So I think that Kano will show up in droves for the Pro Tour. Not when I say droves, I mean probably like 3 or 4 more times as usual. Probably like 15 people on Kano. He'll probably get a top 8 spot, and people are going to respond to this in the calling by citing in all of their AB and saying, screw you, Kano, right? Whatever interesting new tech we see, we're going to see people tech with. I say this because at Worlds, we saw a lot of Counter Blessings Enigma showing up, and Counter Blessings Enigma end up winning the calling, and in the winning Worlds, in the calling for that, everybody responded to hating on Counter Blessings. Every top 8 deck in the calling of Worlds, Osaka, had some kind of counter to counter blessings because it was a big response. So I think we're going to see that here, that whatever hero ends up shining the most, which is probably going to be Aurora, the top 8 decks in the calling are going to be 100% countering that Aurora. So I think we'll probably only see 2 Aurora in that top 8 for the calling. We're going to see a Zen for sure, and then we're going to see 2 Enigmas, and then a new. And from there, I think we get something like a little more interesting, like a Slippy or Uzuri or some of these other lesser played heroes. One of them is going to show up in that calling. So those are my predictions. I think that Aurora is going to win the Pro Tour, and I think that Enigma is going to take the calling because people are going to be more easily teched against some of these Aurora players and stuff. There are going to be some responses there. I hope Kano wins so we can get him out of the meta. That'd be great. I'm a big fan of heroes LLing and leaving. But I'll just get to my final point here about Pro Tour is I think... Sorry, I just kind of lost my thought there. I think that there is a nightmare scenario here. A horrible situation, which I would be so mad, is that Zen shows up and not only wins the Pro Tour, but also wins the calling. And validating like 146 LL points because he only needs 9 more to LL. No, 141. He only needs 9 more to LL. If he wins either one of those or both of them, that is the nightmare scenario. And that we just have 141 LL points just disappear into the aether. Goodbye. Those don't go to anyone. Doesn't go to Kano. Doesn't go to Enigma. Doesn't go to any of like Aurora. Doesn't shift the meta in any way because Zen took all 3. That is the nightmare scenario that I hope doesn't happen. I really hope it doesn't happen. So if it does, oh well, that's just part of the game. That's just what goes on. If Zen doesn't LL this weekend, he's LLing in the first week of ProQuest, and that I think is the best scenario. So we can end up seeing maybe 2 or 3 heroes LLing in this ProQuest season. So I'll just get to the last thing I want to talk about, which is what is LSS going to ban? Are we going to see some bans after this? I haven't looked at when the next scheduled ban and restriction announcement is, but will we see Aurora take some kind of hit? Are we going to get rid of maybe the Skyward Serenade? What's going on? I think none of that's happening. Because after Worlds, we saw Contra Blessings Blue get banned. But the last ban and restricted announcement, they just said, nah, we're leaving everything alone. Part of that is that the MST heroes were already almost out, so why ban Traverse? So they're not banning Traverse the Universe. That's staying. I don't think they're banning anything from the Armory deck. That would be silly, because then that's just going to stop people from buying the Armory pack. I think that the thing that will most likely get hit is probably, if we were going to touch anything, it would be Electromagnetic Sommersault Red for Aurora, if they're worried about it. Because they don't want Aurora. They don't want Aurora LLing this season, I don't think. And if she does, whatever, like... That's their game. They decided that. So I think my prediction is Electromagnetic Sommersault Red is going to get scaled back, because that is huge for her. It really helps her to survive some of these assassin decks, like being able to just block out 4, put the cards that you're going to banish on there, and then get them back. I don't know. It's just Electromagnetic Sommersault Red is just such a good D-react for an aggro hero to have. That's my thoughts anyway. So thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe. I am incredibly excited for the keynote tonight. I'm excited for everything. I can't wait to get back home and play some more locals and make some more videos all about this stuff. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't hesitate to share your thoughts, and I will see you guys on my next video.